first full day in Hanoi. If you watched my last video, you followed along for our 21+ hour travel journey from LA to Korea to Vietnam. Yeah, so it's actually 4:57 a.m. Hanoi time and maybe like 1 or 2 something p.m. LA time. I woke up pretty hungry and also craving coffee, so they don't have Uber Eats here, but they have an app called Grab, and we ordered coffee and a little bit of breakfast. Oh, I didn't want anything. We're actually gonna go check out the hotel breakfast at like around 6:30 a.m. so that's just a couple hours from now, but I'll show you guys what I got. So yeah, it's still dark outside because it's so early, but I really love this room. So I chose eggs. I don't eat meat, so I'm gonna give that to my girlfriend, but hash brown, tomato. I had a sweet tooth, so brownie. And then I got a hot vanilla latte, and then we're gonna share this banana smoothie. What did you get to try first?
I got the beef pho, so the Vietnamese soup with like a lot of like spices, star anise, their spices, and then I got a coffee with condensed milk. So good. It's so good.
I'm still a little full from the other breakfast we had, so I just wanted to try a few things. Some sweet things. I'm gonna try some noodles and this juice.
I think it's for different things, but it's really an offering to Buddha and the spirits. I also use it as a way of ancestral worship to remember my own ancestors. It's not necessarily Buddhism, but it's very mixed in with Vietnamese Buddhism, the ancestral worship. And then I bow 3 times and then everything's inside. Each place, like, that's how the plumbing works, basically, for fresh water.
You check in, my sister cup, then you
We're gonna walk straight down this way.
So we're gonna do some exploring and soak up the vibes. So yeah, how the streets here work is there aren't really like stoplights, and there's not typical rules of driving that you might find in the US. People just kind of make eye contact with each other, and that's how they know like when to go, when to stop. And there aren't really sidewalks here either. Right, babe?
Yeah, no. Especially in the old quarter. We're in the historical quarter of Hanoi, and so because everybody just shares one road, basically.
Banh Mi shop. The vibes are so cool. It's just so different than what I'm used to. I'm just looking at everything in awe.
Alright, you ready to cross the street?
Yeah.
Sorry.
To check out this lake, I'll pop the location on the screen so you can see where we are.
Loi Ra. Val is to
Loi Ra.
enter. Ra is to leave. Loi is the path.
Practicing my Vietnamese. Nice, huh? Let's check out a Circle K. So, I just picked up a few souvenirs for my family at a nice little shop. There are so many shops to get like really fun little souvenirs all around us. It's so cool. I'm actually obsessed with Hanoi. This is one of the coolest places I've ever been to. I've never been anywhere like this. I'm blown away actually. The traffic and walking situation is a little scary for me, but she's so confident at it that it's making me like get used to it, but so we're gonna go visit Train Street, which is a very popular tourist attraction, I think, right? I saw it on Instagram and I couldn't believe it was real.
Crossing a street.
Crossing the street. We basically just have to make eye contact with all the motorcyclists and walk steady.
Do not make erratic movements or stop even.
Even if it seems like you're walking straight into traffic, you basically just walk and everybody goes around you.
Yep.
It's so different than what I'm used to. So, this is Train Street. So I've been speaking really small amounts of Vietnamese with Owen's help. Just now I wanted my smoothie to be a little sweeter, so I said xin lỗi, which is excuse me, and then I said cho them dum, which is more sugar, please. And one word that I've been using a lot is thank you, which is cảm ơn. And I think it's like the most important phrase to learn if you're going to a country where you don't speak the language. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like people
That's a good clutch phrase.
Yeah.
So we ordered from a place that had a lot of vegetarian and vegan options. So this is actually vegan beef.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So it's 2:40 p.m. local time, and it's 11:40 p.m. LA time. I'm having my second coffee of the day, and I definitely need it. Started feeling a little bit tired. So we're heading across the river to meet 3 of Owen's business partners and also friends. Do you want to tell them a little bit about what we might be doing?
I have no idea. They're gonna take us where they take us. Hopefully we get to see something about teas and the way they make their alcohol. You know, they're the owners of Songhai Distillery.
So
privileged to get the tour, but we have no idea what the tour consists of.
Nó ở bên Long Biên nhỉ em nhỉ?
Yeah, em cũng không chắc nữa.
So Daniel and Yum are the owners of Songhai Distillery, which is a Vietnamese gin company, and it's the first gin company out of Vietnam. And Daniel and Yum are local to Vietnam, and James is not, but he flew in, and we're all getting together, and it's gonna be really great.
But this is our main distillation area. But gin is basically, for example, our main product line is gin. So what it is you take ingredients, botanicals, as you would call them, like fruits, herbs, vegetables, or anything really, grains, and you steep them in alcohol. So you make a tea. You filter that out, you put it into a pot still, distill that over, and it becomes a clear white liquid gin, essentially. So dry gin is essentially distillation without any added sugars or artificial flavorings after distillation process.
One of them? This is one of the barrel houses, so they have more.
Wow.
Wow.
Also our dry storage. Sand is actually, Sand is actually doing a batonnage. So sometimes you have to stir wine and whiskey to do like flavor development.
So she's stirring it for flavor development.
Yeah, so every week we'll stir at this time of year just to make sure that the flavor development is going right. Some experiments with, but we'll do teas first. Mình đi từng cái một từ mấy cái trà. We've got a lot of teas, so
Yeah, you do.
to prepare your bladders. This is teabag grade. This is hot brew that's already been cooled down. Heat will change the way that the flavors are extracted. Just keep that in mind. It's, once we're going to be drinking through a lot, so we're going to do rapid fire. Not getting it.
Is that cold or hot?
This is going to be, the hot's always going first.
Okay.
Because hot is going to be more traditionally what people use to brew.
So we're going to a tapas bar. It's like 2 a.m. LA time, and it is 5 p.m. in Hanoi. Starting to feel the jet lag, so I'm gonna take a little nap in the car. What is it?
This called name foam.
Name form?
Slightly sour. It's not.
It's roasted
sour
rice.
one, yeah.
So these are Vietnamese fig leaves. This is pork skin, pork fat, and toasted rice, seasoned. Really, the toasted rice gives it the really distinct flavor. Wrap it up. Dip.
How is it?
So good.
Nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it.
It goes against Western convention of how to cook tofu. You don't know how to go. It's super good.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now.